Hello students, in last session from the chapter number 12 areas related to circle, it is our second last chapter from exercise 12.1 up to the question number 3 completed. Now we discuss our next question number 4. See the question on page number 226 from exercise 12.1. It is important question. The wheels of a car are of diameter 80 cm each. How many complete revolutions does each wheel make in 10 minutes when the car is traveling at a speed of 66 km per hour? Here the diameter of wheel is given. Diameter of wheel D is equals to 80 centimeter and the speed of car is given. Speed of car is equals to 66 kilometer per hour. We need to find how many complete revolution does each wheel make in 10 minutes. For that, we need to find a distance traveled by a car in a 10 minutes. As we know, the distance traveled by car in 1 hour is 66 km. For that, a required circumference of a wheel, distance traveled by wheel in one revolution is equals to circumference of wheel. As we know, the circumference is 2 pi r or pi into d. The value of pi is not given, then take 22 upon 7 and the diameter d, which is 80. We multiply 22 by 18, 16, 8 2s are 16 into 16, 176 is equals to 1760 upon 7. Unit is centimeter. It is distance traveled by wheel in one revolution. Now, speed of car is 66 km per hour. Speed of car is equals to 66 km per hour. We convert this speed into centimeter per minute because the revolution means the circumference of wheel is in form of centimeter and we need to find revolution in 10 minutes. So that convert first of all kilometer to meter. 66 kilometer to meter means the 1000 meter upon 6 hour converted into minute means 60 minutes. 0 0 cut, 11 6 11 and 2 zeros. It is meter per minute. Minute is here but meter is not required, centimeter. So that multiply by 100, it is centimeter per minute. The speed of car says that 1,10,000 centimeter distance covered by wheel in how many minutes? In a 1 minute. Therefore, distance traveled by wheel in 1 minute is equals to 1,10,000. Unit is centimeter. Therefore, the distance traveled by wheel in 10 minutes is equals to, we multiply distance per minute by 10, so that 11 lakh 1 0 is added, unit is centimeter. It is distance traveled by wheel in 10 minutes, 11 lakh. Now we put, if the distance is 1760 upon 7 centimeter, then how many complete revolutions are there? Only one. Now, if distance is 1760 upon 7 centimeter, then the number of revolution is equals to 1, but the distance traveled by wheel in 10 minutes is 11 lakh centimeter. Then question mark in revolution. Therefore, number of revolution is equals to 11 lakh upon 1760 upon 7. Now denominator go to the numerator. We split as 0 0. 1 multiply with 1 lakh into 7 upon 1760. Now 100 got 11 ones are 11 and 11 6 are, it is 16. Now we divide 10,000 by 16. 10,000 by 16 or cut it by 4 4. 16 6 are 96 as your wish. 32 8 and 0 5 625. Cut it by 625. The remaining 625 into 7. Now we multiply 625 by 7. 4375. Now 4375 is the revolution in distance of 11 lakh centimeter. Means what? It is the distance traveled by wheel in 10 minutes, so that we get our answer. Therefore, 43 each wheel 4375 revolutions done by each wheel make in 10 minutes. Okay, hence the question number 4 is completed here. Now we discuss next fifth number. Fifth number on page number 226. Take the correct answer in the following and justify your choice. If the perimeter and the area of circle are numerically equal, then the radius of the circle is blank. There are 4 options: 2 units, pi units, 4 units and 7 units. If the perimeter of circle is 25 centimeter, then area is 25 centimeter square. Numerically, the perimeter and area are equal. If the perimeter is 42 centimeter, then area is 42 centimeter square. But we don't know the area and perimeter, but they are numerically equal. So that by comparing, we get a radius of a circle. Let's take radius of circle is R. Perimeter of circle and area of circle are numerically equal. So that compare it. Perimeter means the circumference. Perimeter of circle is equals to area of circle. The perimeter of circle, which is 2 pi r, and the area of circle is pi r square. To pi r remains as it is, pi r square written is pi r into r. R cut, pi cut. We get 2 is equals to r, then r is equals to 2 units. See the option. Option number A is our correct answer. Option A, which is 2 units. Here our exercise 12.1 is completed. Section number 4 and the question number 5 totally completed. Now we discuss our new theory for new examples and new exercise 12.2, areas of sectors and segments of a circle. As we know, our exercise 12.1 is completed. Last, the question number 4 and question number 5 complete. Now we'll discuss a new theory, areas of sector and segment of a circle. We know from standard 9, we studied the theory about sectors and the segments of a circle. First of all, we discuss sector of a circle. Sector of a circle. Sector and segment is the part of circle. Now what is the sector? The portion, it is a theory given in your textbook on a page number 226. The portion or part of the circular region enclosed by two radii and the corresponding arc is called sector of the circle. The sector of circle has two parts. One is a minor sector and one is a major sector. Let's see what is minor sector, what is major sector and their formulas. Minor sector. To understand this one, we draw one figure. It is a circle with center O. APB is minor arc and AQB is the major arc. We need to join two radii OA and OB. Join O to A and O to B. The area enclosed by two radii OA and OB and the minor arc is called minor sector. It is minor sector where OA and OB are radii and here is the angle theta. Theta is the angle made by minor arc. The portion of circular region enclosed by two radii and the minor arc is called minor sector. In the figure, OAPB is the minor sector. Formula to find area of minor sector. Area of minor sector is OAPB. OAPB is equals to theta upon 360 into pi r square. It is a formula to find area of minor sector, where r is radius of circle, theta is equals to angle made by minor arc at center. Okay, it is first formula. Or second formula to find area of minor sector OAPB is equals to 1/2 RL. It's also area of minor sector, where R is equals to radius of circle, L is equals to length of minor arc. Okay, there are two formulas, but most probably we need to use our first formula, theta upon 360 into pi r square. Now see the major sector. Major sector. To understand the major sector, let's draw one figure for that. Same circle. Circle with center O. APB is minor arc and the AQB is the major arc. Join OA and OB. The angle made by minor arc is theta. The region enclosed between two radii and major arc is called major sector. It is major sector. Theta is angle made by minor arc. The portion of circular region enclosed by two radii and major arc is called major sector. Again, one formula is there. First is area of major sector. Here the major sector is OAQB. OAQB is equals to, it is angle theta, then this angle is 360 minus theta. So that 360 minus theta upon 360 into pi r square. It is important formula to find area of major sector, where r is equals to radius of circle, theta is equals to angle made by minor arc. Second formula is there. area of the major sector OAPB is equals to area of circle minus area of minor sector. Area of circle minus area of minor sector, which is OAPB. It is the second formula, but most probably we need to use 360 minus theta upon 360 into pi r square. Now the semi-sector. Semi-sector is nothing but it is a semicircle. O is the center of circle. A and B are 2 points. But we need to draw here a semicircle, so that take AB as the diameter. Upside and downside both are called semicircles, semicectors. Semicector and the semi-sector. APB and AQB are minor arcs. The portion of circular region enclosed by two radii OAOB and arc, half arc means the semi arc or semicircular arc is called semi-sector. The area of semicector is area of semicircle. Area of semicector is equals to area of semicircle, which is half into pi r square, where r is equals to radius of circle. Okay, here the basic concept of sector is completed. Now whenever we meet in next session, we will discuss about segment of circle, length of arcs and some important notes. If you have any query, please tick mark it very well.